we're going to talk about what is the experience that we already achieved when we come to the Web Summit Qatar 2025. So right now, my name is Senna and I'm here with.
Ferry.
And so, starting from you, what is the first impressions when it comes to the Web Summit 2025?
It's huge. I mean, the space is great. The location is fantastic. Meet a lot of startups, whether the one that just starting or already in growth. And I think what's fascinating is the government,
Okay.
their program,
Okay.
how they would like to get more and more startups from outside of Qatar to be incorporated here, and seems like they have a very nice, like a incubator ecosystem, so to
Okay.
say.
Yeah.
So yeah, all good. And you?
Actually, this was my very first time coming to the Web Summit Qatar, but yeah, I'll probably say it was huge. It was big, but what is it compared with Lisbon?
Yeah,
How's it?
they when I mean I was in Lisbon 2023, so at least for me there it was 3 times bigger. But some
Times.
people that I talked to during the past 3 days, they said it can easily 4 to 5 times bigger. Last year, the one November 2024.
Oh.
So then the question is, are we going to join Web Summit Qatar 2025? Sorry, Web Summit in Lisbon
2026.
2025
Oh, 2025.
in November.
Oh, in November. So we're going to see. Are we going to come to Lisbon or not?
What do you
But
think about it?
do you get any new insightful things for startups because we were coming from Dubai before and then we're coming here to Qatar and see how's the environment and how's the people, how's the culture. Do you get any new insight that you think you can or you want to share?
No, I think so far most startups talk about AI. I think like every
Everything was AI.
everything is AI. Everything's about AI. But the good thing is because the startups that came to Web Summit came from all over the world, right? And it's really nice to see that they are trying to tackle challenges in their own backyard, I call it.
Okay.
So like the agri-tech, when I talk to them, like, how did you come up with this idea? Oh, it's because in my country, we have less water, but we still need to, grow crops. So I want to tackle this issue with my solutions. And in another country, it's about air pollution. So this is how we are going to tackle it. So it's nice to see what are the challenges in different regions, different countries. And the startup that came here is really try to solve a real problem.
Yeah.
At least that's my opinion, because
Yeah.
sometimes when we go to tech conference, there are certain solutions where me personally, what kind of problem is this? It's nice to have, but it's not really a problem, but at least in my opinion. But for the past 3 days here, I see a lot of great startups that try to tackle real problems.
Yeah. And by the way, we have our own booth. We're exhibit in Monday. So yeah, we do meet a lot of people. We do meet a lot of startups. But apparently, what we doesn't know is that there's a lack of awareness in our side as a compliance, as a security compliance. So, what is your opinion about it?
Yeah, I think it's also because of where we came from, right? So our company started in Netherlands. So it means that the whole premise of the problem that we tried to tackle came from, let's say, the Western world. So what happened in Europe, Western Europe especially, and then United States. There, security compliance, privacy compliance become a license to do sales.
Okay.
While here, this part of the world, it's not yet. I'm not saying not at all,
Okay.
but it's not yet, because every time I talk to someone who close to the governments or even government officials, they always said that, oh, we actually have privacy law, we have cybersecurity related regulations, but so far it's only enforced on the government level or on the large corporations, but not yet on the medium and small ones. So it will come, but not yet at the moment. But I do believe there are couple of startups that I talked to as well, that they already know that they will need this, because they try to sell to enterprises or to companies in Europe, in the States. So for those that already trying to sell their services, mostly tech services, to Europe and US, they know that they need this. So yeah, it's more about awareness when they will get there, but I'm sure eventually it will get there. So overall, I'm also very happy that we are here now,
Yeah.
because then we know what's the challenges, what kind of approach that we need to be different in the coming year, because our mission is very simple, right? We want to help as many startups and small businesses comply with security regulations, privacy regulations, as easy as it can be.
Okay.
So then we need to know what is required in a particular country, how we can help them to meet that requirements. So it means that not everybody have to use or to get certified ISO 27001 or SOC 2, which is very important, because if you look at the internet, right, everybody says like, oh, if you want to be secure, you have to be ISO certified or SOC 2 certified, or if you want to sell to corporate, you need to be ISO certified or SOC 2 certified. But every time we talk to people here, like, yeah, for now it's nice to have. For us, it's more important that they comply with local regulations, the SLA is good. So now we know not everything on the internet is reflecting the reality.
Yeah. So yeah, I do meet a lot of people also that they always told me like, so why do I need this kind of certifications? I mean, I'll say that there's a lack of awareness too when it comes to partnerships. So let's just say startups want to close the deal with the enterprise. Sometimes they don't really know what they have to do or what the requirements that they need to have. So can you give them some explanation, just a simple one, so what they need from the startup point of views if they want to have partnerships with the enterprise?
Without talking about certifications, right?
Yeah, other than
Because I came from an enterprise before, a simple term that I always use is I need to get assurance from small businesses. Assurance as in, if you promise me 99% availability, you deliver 99% availability. If you promise me you can, run feature A, B, C seamlessly, I expect you to do so.
Okay.
So, and also then that comes to security. If you say on your website, oh, we'll take care of your data securely, we expect to do so. All the certification is basically just to tell me, yes, you will deliver this to us because someone else already checked and already test that you can deliver what you promise. But the main idea is, how are you going to prove to me that you will deliver what you promised?
So when it comes to startups and they don't really have that much amount of money to get into certifications or something like that. So what actually they need to do to ensure that, yeah, we are actually secure and we want to collaborate with you?
So I think the simple one is, there are plenty of what I call as cyber hygiene, good
cyber hygiene.
practices. So you don't need to apply directly the whole ISO standard or SOC 2 standard. Most of the time, when you know common sense, in security, you cannot do that, you do this, you shouldn't do that. It's okay, right? Most of the time. I'm not saying that that's the only thing that you need to do, but most of the time, if you know and you are very careful of what you are doing, including your team members, of course, it should be fine. The only challenge where most of startup I'm not saying lack of, but hate to do
Okay.
is writing them down in a document.
Oh.
So because when it comes to ISO certification, SOC 2 certification, or any certification, by the way, it's all about writing what you have and prove that actually you always follow what you have written. So most of the time, the startup that I work with, they already do so many good things
Yeah.
to keep their customers' data secure, but they just don't have time to write it down. They don't feel it's necessary to write it down because their focus is, okay, let's deliver a new feature, let's deliver that, let's deliver the value. Documentation can come later. But the good thing is, I think today and yesterday,
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of solutions where they kind of like deliver documentations just
yeah.
by you explaining what do you do.
Yeah.
Like I think there's this robot processing something
Okay.
where basically you record what you always do, like in step one, like basically it will record your
Process,
screen,
your screen, okay.
session.
Okay.
Once it's recording, then AI, again, everything is about AI. The AI will translate your step-by-step process into a nice documentation. So that's also a good solution, right? So
Yeah,
hopefully in the future, or even now this year, that when people say, "Oh, I don't like to do this because I hate writing documentations," there will be, you can find on the internet this, AI solutions that help you to make the documentation. So that shouldn't be a problem anymore.
So, guys, I think that's all today. In conclusions, there's a lot of startups, I would say, already did great jobs. But then you should remember that you have to document everything that you do. Because when it comes to certifications, one of the most important is to document everything that you already did. So I think there's all from me. Do you have anything to say to the audience?
No, I think we've said it all. Again, in conclusion, we are very happy to be part of the Web Summit Qatar this year.
Me too.
We've seen a lot of great startups. We would like to work with them more in the coming months or a year. But of course, we would like to work with you as well who watch this video.
Yeah, by the way, if you were watching this and if you're still watching this on the period of time that we have the promo, you should check our link and you should claim the offer.
Yeah, until 31st of March, 2025.
That's very cheap.
Because after that, the price will increase.
I think that's all today. Thank you so much. See you guys.
Bye.